understand that. Even the restructuring safe alone, I can almost certainly guarantee you, Okocha, that nobody is gonna give you restructuring. Okay, restructuring. The Yorubas and the Igbos, the South, they've been talking about restructuring for decades, not just 1 decade, decades. But those that own Nigeria or that runs it on behalf of the British, they've told you categorically in a very clear term that, in fact, Shetima said restructuring my foot, and you're aware of that. So these are people they will never agree because they have an agenda, and the agenda is that Nigeria has become an Islamic state. Anybody who doesn't know that is deceiving him or herself. And the only, let me tell you, hello, can you hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only of all the regions in Nigeria, there's only one region that they've not captured, and that is the Igbo land. It's as simple as that. And from time immemorial to this day, they are still pushing that if they can penetrate, if they can infiltrate Igbo land, the job is done. They are coming with so many ways. This one party system they are pushing is part of the agenda. If they can take all the states, then Nigeria becomes clear-cut, totally Islamized country, becomes way more easier. And that is what Tinubu, they are all championing. The Abu Salami, all of them, they are championing. They just took a door now. In a very kuro, everybody was there watching. All we do is talk. At the end of the day, they will do what they will do. They've captured Edo. They go to the next maybe Edo, the next maybe Ondo, then Anambra. This is so. Let me say this that we are not naive. We know the game the Fulanis are playing, and we know that there is international conspiracy to it, to an extent, because they want Nigeria to become an Islamic country. Then the Fulanis from the entire Sahel region who are marauding around, they want them to come and settle in Nigeria. Like Buhari started it, he opened the border and they all flooded in, and nobody, because the Nigerian people are so cowardice, you can't even imagine the level of cowardice that they cannot stand up against Buhari. You are allowing foreigners just because they are Fulani extraction, you allow them into the country. And everybody is so cowardly and fearful, pretend as if they don't know that is treason. Buhari engaged in treason. And nobody could speak. No politician from Yoruba, from Igbo, from anywhere could speak to Buhari committing treason. But the Nnamdi Kanus of this one, the Sowore who are now engaged in treason, but speaking truth, they accuse them of treason. The first job of a president anywhere in the world is protection of life and property. Buhari did not do any of those. Rather, he opened the border, and Fulani terrorists from the side, they come in, they slaughter people, dislodge them, send them to IDP camp. And when they complain, he said, he tell the people to go and live in peace with their killers. Jesus Christ. Now, let me tell you that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you what is going to happen and what is happening now, because the push to capture Igbo land, they have never stopped. It's the only region that has prevented them from dipping the Quran into the Atlantic. That is what that is the mandate that Ahmadu Bello gave to these Fulanis. Now, they've tried so many ways, so many things. It's not working. It hasn't worked so far. What they've just introduced now, you're probably not aware, because you guys are more focused on rebuilding Nigeria or for a new Nigeria. You don't pay close attention to what is happening. Now, as we speak, they are bringing these Fulanis. They say that this place or reach whatever hazard or something happened, so they are bringing them into Imo State. They build, I think they probably build like a refugee. They built refugee camp for these Fulani in Imo State, because you see that caller was telling you that these people you call stakeholders, Igbo stakeholders or Biafran stakeholders, they will never. First of all, they will never agree for a Biafra, even though they kill all of them. They will never. Why? Because Nigeria is their butter and bread. That's where they eat from. So they will never agree. It's like taking a candy from a child. They will never agree for Biafra to come. But we don't have to depend on them to agree. We will force it. If it has to remain one person, for us, it can be very soon. Every one of you will see it that will mean business. So these people, they are not, and first of all, they are not Igbo leaders. I'm telling you the gospel truth, because they were imposed. The Fulani hijack, what I call Fulani hijack Nigerian system, imposed this guy on the people as a leader. Okocha is one of them, and they are is the president. They are all of them. It's Fulani hijack Nigerian system. They impose them on the people. One Nyawodo was saying, he said so many things that he's ready to die to keep Biafra. To keep Fulani. So these people, Igbo people don't elect them. None of them, not even Soludo. If you know what is happening in Nigeria, you'll be so happy. Well, look at what just happened in Edo. It's Edo people. It's not Edo people that put that guy there. It's the same Nigerian Fulani system that put this guy now using Tinubu, because Tinubu, they put Tinubu there. You know, this you do, this you do, this you won't do. Go there and sit as president. Simple as that. But Nigerian people, either they don't have friend or is cowardice or whatever it is, I don't know, but they cannot think. The few ones that can think, like Nnamdi Kanu, they are being persecuted because they're able to think, are able to stand for their people, because they don't allow their people to be swept away, to be wiped away. Just like Netanyahu now. The whole world is calling him so many things, but the man is standing for his people as against terrorists who have sworn that they will wipe them out. What is the man supposed to do? Fall down and make peace with them while they slaughter them? It's not going to work. So my point is this. We are going to declare Biafra, and one by one, I'm not supposed to be saying it, but anyway, I will say it because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. We begin to reclaim our land slowly but surely, block by block. So it doesn't matter who is going down in the process. Who will go down, they will go down. But so all those ones who you say the stakeholders, eventually we will force it upon them. Referendum will have to happen. So when referendum happens, those who say they don't want Biafra or they want Nigeria, everybody will have to vote in a very clear and open system. One man, one vote. So at the end of the day, the one that win will carry the day. It's as simple as that. The unfortunate thing is that, like you said, the Biafrans, like Coastal Region Biafra or some of the Adioma Biafra and stuff like that, they are not well. Not everybody is aware. Why? Because again, like I said even yesterday, the Nigerian system does not allow it. But in a civilized, normal country, normal system, people will be on the ground preaching and having a dialogue, having discussion, so that everybody will be aware. So that when eventual referendum comes, those who want, you can never expect that everybody, every woman, every Biafran will support it. It can never happen. It doesn't happen anywhere. There are those who will want to remain in Nigeria for their own personal reason. Maybe because they are benefiting, or maybe they have businesses. Because you made mention of Igbo people businessmen who has big businesses all over the place. Yeah, that is true. But we're not going to say because Igbo people have build businesses in Lagos, in the north, everywhere. Therefore, we remain in a subjugation. No way. Because of that, we remain and we become Islamized. That we will never allow that for us to lose who we are, lose our culture, lose our religion, lose our everything to one Emir or Sultan will now begin to lord it over us because people have businesses. To hell with their businesses, because freedom is worth more than anything you can think of in this world. So obviously, I hope I don't forget what I wanted to say. So obviously, my brother, the thing is, it will happen, and we will force it upon them. We begin to defend our land. They will come to kill us. And we will kill them because we have capacity now. They've killed us enough, more than enough. So if Shetima can go to United Nations and tell them that freedom and independence is a God-given right, that you cannot deny any people, so why would they continue? Why would they think that they will have to continue to force us into Nigeria?
That is, yeah, I did not cut you short. That was what I was saying before you came in. I was saying that, for example, what is going on in the Middle East right now, the conflict between the Israel and some terrorist organizations in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Yemen, and so on and so forth. Anytime they throw bomb at Israel, Israel will use the Iron Dome to intercept it. Israel will throw back. Even though 12 people died, they will summon United Nations Security Meeting. And I'm asking a lot of questions like, in Nigeria, who are summoning United Nations in United Nations Security Council because of people who are dying in Nigeria? Are we second-class citizens, or what are we doing in this so-called United Nations that don't pay attention to what is going from around Africa, but they are quick to respond to terrorists who are dying in the Southeast, in the Middle East? So that is the problem.
Well, if Okocha, my brother, if you remember that Nnamdi Kanu, in this last court meeting, he said it, that this conspiracy, almost a global conspiracy against Igbo. You see, when he said that word, it's unequivocal, it's very straightforward. There's no missing word about it. Because the level, I have some videos, I don't know if you have, I will find time to send you some videos where Nigerian military, they were in some in Imo, some in Anambra, different places. We will open randomly, shooting at people, burning houses. United Nations will not speak about it. You will see where they massacre Igbo youth, dump them in the river. They will not talk about it. But when Israel stand up to defend themselves, you see United Nations summoning this, summoning that. You begin to ask yourself, what is going on? Because even at that United Nations, the Fulani have somebody. There's a woman there, and also in AU, who, when anything come, complaining about Biafra massacre or whatever, they just shove it under the carpet. They have people planted over there, because the big picture is that there are some Islamic countries, who are sponsoring it to make Nigeria an Islamic country and to move from there to other neighboring places. Just it's a bigger picture that most people don't understand. But Ali would never give into that. No way. People, this thing, when we talk, people don't seem to understand it. People can never, and there's a reason why they've not been able to capture Ali. I'm telling you the gospel truth. They've captured everywhere. You see, long time ago, because first of all, it's even divided. Yoruba is like 50-50 Christian Muslim. And apart from that, there are some states they've taken over, plant their emirs there and stuff like that. So, like for example, Tinubu, okay. So you see, these are part of the agenda, but it's only Igbo land they've not been able to conquer, but they've been working so hard by planting people like Ozodema, sponsoring people to go to Hajj, and you're getting people like Asari Dokuba and the rest of them. It's a long time. You know what they say? They say, you have the clock, they have the time. They are very meticulous in what they are doing. It's all about Islam. Nothing comes close. So what I'm telling you, my dear brother, is that it doesn't matter who wants to do repeat. Well, they talk about revolution. Who is going where? Probably tomorrow that they will do revolution. Where? In Nigeria. It's just a question of, well, thank God if they do it, glory be to God. But I don't know if they need to. There's nothing, because they already knew. Even the British had already told the government that this is what is going to happen. So they already prepare yourself down. So the only way is this violent. Well, okay, let's just say violent revolution is not going to happen, or if it happen, I don't know. But when we declare Biafra, then the rating starts, and eventually referendum will have to be forced upon them, because we will put everything on the line. We will never accept to remain Islamized. No way that is going to happen. Even though former British Prime Minister David Cameron, he pronounced it like late last year. He said that Nigeria is an Islamic country. Everybody hear it. The politicians, the bishops, the pastors, the prophets, they all hear it, but they will pretend like they don't know. The significance of it alone is telling. But everybody will pretend as if they don't know. Because first of all, if some of these people you call pastors, like they are these people are not even Christians. I'm sorry, but I have to say, some of these people are not Christians. Some of them are even Muslims who see that Christianity is an easier venue to become millionaires and billionaires. Some of them originally are Muslims who has been long captured and converted by the Fulanis. Even in Lorry, all these places, they've all captured it. Some of them again, they buy into the one religion system. Some of these pastors, like Adeboye, they've all buy into one religion system that is sweeping across. So it's a big picture. This thing is bigger than you can ever imagine. But at the end of the day, what happened is that if anything, Alaibo is a land that God will never allow you. You continue to raise men. As they take one out, another one come. As they take one, because it's a special place. People don't know, So my dear brother, why, like I said, there's need to evangelize, let the Biafrans to know, but the Nigerian system does not permit that. So we try what we can. Because if I'm there now, going from town to town, from Abo to Umunede, to Kwale, to Ogwashuku, Okpanam, all these places, even preaching to the people, letting them to know, you will be surprised that you'll be taken out. That's for sure. Of course. Just remember, look at Nnamdi Kanu, the last court case. Hello?
I'm with you. Just try to random.
The last court case that Nnamdi Kanu had, that word that Nnamdi Kanu said, when he said that he's fighting for the freedom of his people.
Yeah.
And that he dropped the Nyako, he fired the Nyako more or less. Because of that, the DSS did not allow his lawyers, Ejimaka and the rest of them, they deprived them, they did not let them to go and visit Nnamdi Kanu. Just for a mere word, that Nnamdi Kanu uttered. That's a country. So you see what I mean? That if you are there, try to, because like I said, when it happened in Sudan, referendum, when it happened in Britain, when it happened in so many places, people are there on the ground preaching for and against. That's how it's done. But Nigeria, they don't want that, because they believe that, first of all, the Fulanis, the Islamization has to happen, whether you like it or not. And with a gun, they have the gun, everything, they will force you into it. Well, they will not know peace, because if there's any country that doesn't know peace, will never have no progress. So anybody saying Nigeria will progress, you're wasting your time, because without peace, you cannot progress. And if you help people down with a gun on their head, say they must be Nigeria, and they'll continue to trouble you. So therefore, there's no going to be peace. Thank you, my brother. God bless and have a nice day.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and contribution.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.